I want to welcome you to another episode of Let's Talk Nigeria.
Let's
I'm
talk
Lekon,
Nigeria.
and it's Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben, all the way from Lagos. So
Lagos, Nigeria, West Africa.
you know that Let's Talk Nigeria we started almost like this is the fifth episode.
Yeah,
The first one
yeah.
was talking about Nigerian movie industry,
Entertainment stuff.
and the
Yeah.
second one was about Nigerian reality show. But
Mm.
today we are going to talk about
Something you would like.
something that is more interesting, something that is happening around.
I don't know, that we
us,
see every
that we
day.
see
That
every
maybe
day.
your uncle is doing to you, your uncle, your auntie that is in India is telling you, or you have somebody in Afghanistan,
So the topic is just should
it's
we live
live
or
or
stay?
stay.
I
And the
mean,
question is, where do we live?
should we travel
Where do we stay?
or just stay? You know that to serve our fatherland.
To serve our father's land. Arise with compassion, Nigeria's call will be to serve our father's land with love and strength and faith when you're hungry, to serve father's land with strength when you're hungry, you don't have clothes
And
to wear. Somebody's telling you to serve your father's land. And when somebody's father's land, when somebody's father in another land will give you clothes, will give you, and they will
to give
boost
it
your brain.
social amenities,
Should we
good
stay
roads,
or
good
leave?
everything.
So,
So should we stay or should we leave? That's the topic of
and
today.
that's another thing that we see that goes on in this country. You see our political leaders, our religious leaders telling us, don't go, don't leave this country. You see, we are the future of this country, they tell us a lot. And their children school abroad, they school in UK, in US.
US.
You see, you go to our churches, you go to our mosques, you go to our local government chairman, even the councillors, they school their children abroad, and they say, don't go, youth empowerment
So
program,
what you are
motivational
just
speaking. So we want to know who is deceiving who. And
So
we're going to be telling some very
we
shocking
just want
stories.
to allow you to know, to let you know that
If
there are some reasons why we should stay.
and the
And there are
reasons why
some reasons why we should know. We have a lot of some gigantic reasons why we should leave. And some big reasons why we should
you
leave.
stay. And
I remember when I was in secondary school, my father told me that then the president of Nigeria, that's,
Obushege,
my
one of
father
the
told me
military
that
man.
when he was the head of state then, he was in secondary school, that Olusegun Obasanjo said they are the leaders of tomorrow. And I remember also when I was in secondary school,
The man was still
the man she told us, that's me now, that we too are the leaders of tomorrow. So between my father's time and now, I don't know the leaders of tomorrow.
And the man is still
and
in
he's
power.
still in power
And he's
still
saying
running
some people
things.
who are and he's still running things.
He's
So
still
we don't know
running
when we will become the leaders of tomorrow.
I don't
By the
know.
time we are 70 years old, or we are like 85 years old, we will now be the leaders of tomorrow. You see?
There are
So
some things that are
Yeah.
there are some things
And
that
some
are
things
meant
that
to happen, that we are waiting for it to happen, where we are waiting political wise, educational wise,
Yes,
banking wise,
security wise,
Security-wise,
religious wise, and all of those things.
and we would like
And
to take
infrastructure wise.
one thing at a time. For example, let's start with
The good reasons.
the
Yes.
good reasons
That you can stay.
that can stay.
There's reasons why you can stay. So I'm going to talk about some reasons
In Nigeria,
that can encourage you to stay in Nigeria.
in Nigeria is a country where you can become rich, you can be questioned while you are rich.
I'm telling you,
Either via ritual, via scam, via
fraud,
something, via
political fraud. In fact, in this nation, you can today, 28th of December, you can be a very poor man, and you'll be in PDP, and tomorrow morning you wake up a multi-millionaire.
Even
In this country, nobody will check your account. No bank will. You can even bribe the bank managers and tell them nobody.
like I say, I love saying something that it might be the multi-millionaire and folks don't recognize you. It's not compulsory for recognize so far you have the money. You can I know in Nigeria you have some that are stinkingly rich.
Richard and Bill Gates. Bill Gates is not the richest man.
Slim.
He's not the richest man. Come to Nigeria.
But folks can recognize them.
Don't worry, they don't need to recognize them as long as the money is flowing. So
the good part is that you can become rich.
So yeah, if
question.
you want to be very rich without questioning, just come to Nigeria. You can steal all our money. Nobody will question you. Just bribe everybody and go.
Yeah, the thing is, if you steal 100 naira, they collect 10 naira from you.
You keep the rest. You smile to the back. See, another reason that you can come to Nigeria and say that you will enjoy. You can go to a university, you don't study, you don't read, you are first class, you pass.
In some schools,
It's a
even
good
like
reason.
in most schools, even in private
In
universities
fact,
now,
you don't know,
not sure.
you don't have to know any
You
book.
can be a graduate
You
without
can be
studying.
without studying. It's okay. In fact, if you're in US, you live in US, and you're American, and you don't want to read and you want to have a BS, just come to Nigeria. You will go. You will read. That's one reason.
That's the second thing that is good. And the third one is you can commit crime and go scot free.
You know that is the bane of our society. In this country, just join OPC or join Boko Haram or join Agbesu boys or join Niger Delta, commit crime and just walk away. Nobody will touch you. See, it is only in this country people commit crime with passion and they go scot free because they know that the man that is going to arrest them is also a thief.
They are also
for example, our former IG, Tafa.
Imagine the person that was so that he's the head of Nigerian police.
Police was the IG, the Inspector General of Nigerian Police. He was a thief. Now tell me, how will a thief arrest a thief or arrest a criminal?
How will a thief arrest a criminal?
Now that's a good one. That's a good one. How will a thief arrest a criminal?
So,
in fact, when they told us that he was sent to prison, when I saw the man that was sent to prison, was looking very fresh.
I don't understand whether Nigerian prison now have some. I think Nigerian prison have some VIP section.
I'm telling you that there are VIP section, full AC, so you can commit fact. If you are taking so much visitors into your house and you want to take some time off, you have been very busy stealing, and you want to take some time off in the prison, you can go to the prison. So Kirikiri, you'll be fresher when you come out. We know some of our daddies that were there, but the judge went there. He came back looking very fresh.
And were coming out.
Another thing is that I think EFCC's prison also is a very good place to go because I've seen people go there and they come back laughing.
As you go there crying, you come out
laughing.
That prison is sensible.
I think if you think people are running after in UK that they are monitoring your income, come to Nigeria. Nobody will monitor your income. If EFCC gets to know you, you go to the prison, you settle everybody, you come out. It's a very good reason to come to Nigeria. I'm telling you.
Another interesting thing is that a landlord can increase the rent
your
without
rent.
check.
Your rent, you can. See, when I
see a landlord just inflate the price of rent.
See, when I see people say they want to US or UK, the flat is like £200 a week. Come to Nigeria. If you have a house in UK, if you can bring it to Nigeria, you will be the richest within 6 months. You can take a flat in Nigerian naira per week. You can be per month. We take it by month. You can be renting it for like 1.2 million naira per year or 1.5 million per year. That will roughly be like every month. Be like 200,000 naira every month. Nobody will check you. See, nobody will check you. See, the policemen, the government in power, all of them, they have houses, so they won't ask you questions. Just inflate your price.
You come from a two-bedroom flat in Lagos now, depending on the area. Let's say you stay in Nupeju, Ikeja, I know it's going for like 300, 350.
That is one old house, so that is an old house.
And they will tell you like the cost of cement is high. I don't know, you built a house in 1914, and you are telling me you use the same price you bought cement then and the same price.
So you see, if you want to be rich on your property,
no, let's just go to the good part. Now let's go to the bad part.
Let's go to the bad part.
Let's take talk to the bad part. There are some things that are bad
that can make you leave Nigeria.
The one we said are good. I think it's bad, but what is good?
If you want to,
because you can become rich without being a
nobody will question you.
You can be a graduate without studying.
Without studying, it's okay.
Commit crime and go scot free.
Nobody will arrest you.
Your father is a senator, your uncle is a senator.
You can beat up a policeman and kill him, and you walk away. It's okay.
So number one reason
why you should.
Why me? I think we should.
That we think. We may not.
Because one, we have students that are plenteous. I don't want to use the word plenty. Continuous past.
Anyway, we have
educational sector is nothing to write home about.
It's dead. See, now.
Let me say this. The interesting thing is, churches are even building universities. They are not helping matters.
They have the most expensive schools in this country. And see, I'm telling you, if you run a ministry, see, I think what they should be doing is that when they put Clinical Ministry, they something ministry, they should be putting Nigeria Limited. I'm telling you, those guys They are making so much money. They can build
I don't
universities.
know.
And
For example, now a covenant what do you know this one
Covenant University,
Covenant University, CSC has its own university,
Redeemers University,
MFM has
Anglican is Anglican Community has Bishop Ajayi Crowther University, Igbinede has
his own.
MFM,
I've never seen any of the so-called religious schools that they are paying nothing less than 200. The highest is like 250, 300, 500, 700.
So much money. See, in fact, if you have a ministry in UK and you are paying tax, come to Nigeria. You won't pay tax. I'm telling you, in 6 months you'll be the university. It's okay.
There's a particular school I know of in the US. That's Ora Robert. Robert, he was a minister of God's word. He preaches God's word, and in school, I don't know the fee at which they pay for a school fees and they pay for a government school is not quite different. If you check the fee,
the difference is very, very minute.
A University of Lagos that is collecting 17,000 and a commoner that is collecting
like
450,000.
In fact, somebody paid in my presence one day. A friend of mine paid 400 level computer science, and he paid 420,000. That was in year 2008 or 2007. So probably because now fuel is costlier because of the fuel cost. They'll be paying more now. And our pastors really appreciate you for doing a good business.
I know one thing. I think the basic problem is this ASU whatever. I remember when my brother was in school, they went over like I think 7 months or 8 months strike. Staying at home doing nothing.
That is more than a session. That is more than a session.
That is going on strike for a session.
That's going on strike for a session. I mean, our lives were on a pause for 1 year. I mean, the lives of the students were on a pause for 1 year. You can imagine. So
and after going on strike, you now come back. The reason why you went on strike was not even resolved. Then after going on 8 months, now go for another.
Do you know what our dishonorable? They call them honorable. Our dishonorable minister, former minister of education, said that was Dr. Sam Egu. He said when it was attacked. The schools were bad. They're not doing well. He said, and they told him it's because your children school abroad. That's why you are doing what you are doing. He said, am I the only one that my children are schooling abroad? All the senators, their children are schooling abroad. All the governors, their children are schooling. Even all the vice chancellors, their children are. Some of you lecturers here, your children are schooling abroad. So what is the problem? Am I the only person that the children are schooling abroad? And that is what we have in our nation. Our pastors, they school their children abroad. And they tell us, hey, don't go abroad. You are the future of tomorrow. And they keep telling us we are the future of tomorrow. And I'm going to tell you a story that will shock you.
I have a problem with the pastors. Yes. I remember during the last bomb blast, the pastor has not important some issues. Like the last bomb blast that happened in Lagos, the military cantonment. That Sunday, I remember some pastors, I don't want to mention it, some pastors traveled out of the country. Telling us that they went on vacation. Why are they on vacation during that bomb blast?
You have to guide your life. No, you have to use the wisdom of God. So you can travel abroad.
Then when someone come and meet you that they want to travel, you tell him that God has a plan for him in Nigeria. Why can't you stay in Nigeria during the bomb blast?
Another thing that made me laugh. When they left, when those pastors left, they left their business empire here. They left their church. That is the business empire. They left it here. They ran away. And I wonder if the bomb would destroy everything, it would have destroyed your business empire too. You should have stayed where your treasure is. Do you understand?
I don't understand.
That's why
the pastors are not even, apart from the pastors, the religious leaders.
Our imams.
They are not helping matters.
Anyway, if you still want to come to Nigeria, you are welcome. The roads are. Another thing is fuel scarcity and fuel politics. For
the first category, I would like to give kudos for this regime. I don't give it to the minister. The current
to be the one making things happen.
Like to this present government, that's the President Goodluck Jonathan for like past 5 years now. Immediately Obasanjo left. That's 5 years ago. There have been no increase in petroleum price.
Pump price.
I know when Obasanjo was the head of state during the military government, it's one that change the fuel price, I think from 4 naira to like
Well,
12 naira, 11 naira.
We don't
And
know,
it came back now.
What we know is that
Now it's 65 naira per liter.
And every Christmas we must go through.
We must go through.
And for the first time
this year.
This year we didn't go through
even though when they are shouting subsidy, we are almost afraid that there will be scarcity.
We didn't go through any scarcity this Christmas, and we did our Christmas in a very wonderful way.
I want to give kudos to Mr. Dr. Dr. J.
Okay, let's leave him.
GJ.
Let's leave him.
So
see,
for this fuel politics you are playing. This subsidy, or what do you call the name?
The future. See, the future of tomorrow.
With the future leaders of Nigeria.
We are facing fuel scarcity, and I'm telling you, the scarcity, make some people buy fuel in the house to keep, and it explodes, and they get killed. And these are supposed to be the future of tomorrow also, that are getting killed by fuel. Our government, kudos to you. And keep killing the future.
Nigeria is not only the country that has to. We have Libya that have for, and they have never seen a Libyan complain about fuel scarcity.
Because one thing I've discovered now by my study now is that a lot of countries in the world are discovering fuel on a very high rate.
Ghana and neighbor, they are
discovering fuel. So our ever unproductive government keep banking on the fuel, and we are going to see what will happen to you in the nearest future. By the time you drink the fuel, you drink it, and you finish the fuel.
The most interesting part is how, according to what I read on Google, Wikipedia, and stuff like that, Nigerian fuel is a good fuel that you don't take time to refine. While in other countries, the Arab Emirates, you take time in refining their own crude.
In fact.
And look at Dubai, for example. Look at a desert now turned into a place everybody wants to die to get to.
Desert turned to kingdom. That's what I call it.
I don't understand. In Nigeria, we have been since 1914 when we are amalgamated.
In fact, anyway, if you want to come to Nigeria, you are free.
There will be a time we talk about fuel subsidy.
We are going to talk about fuel subsidy.
Now,
a whole session for fuel subsidy.
They've done their own town committee.
We do our own session.
Our own one-on-one chat.
You will see.
Another thing, security.
Security.
I had one time in scenario at the Third Milan Bridge that an Okada man mistakenly hit a woman that is driving a car.
This December.
A woman, they said
a military
okay, you know the story, woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, what happened was that an Okada guy, as we heard, that he mistakenly brushed the vehicle of a military lady, and she came down, a military woman, very arrogant people. People were begging her. I said, no, I must call my boy, so I will teach you a lesson. No, she was going to teach that boy a lesson. But eventually, she didn't wait to see the lesson. But when those boys were coming, as the story went, when his boys, the soldiers were coming, this boy just grabbed the lady, jumped into the river. And that was how the two of them died. We don't know if any one of them survived. And the soldiers, when they came around the scene, they didn't see the boss, and they had to leave.
The issue is, I don't know why some of Nigerians, I don't talk about the police, but the military, so that's the Nigerian soldiers. Some of them, not all,
no,
some of them are nice.
That are reasonable, that are well educated.
But I think, let me give you 60% or 70% of them are arrogant and untrained to me.
Their minds are untrained. The intelligence are not trained. See, in a country where the citizens are afraid of soldiers, you see your friend that you grew up together, after some time become a soldier, and to talk to him, you'll be afraid, because the guy will just say, because he's a soldier now, he can. Is that a country where we should stay? If we are the future of tomorrow, and a soldier friend of mine.
Tomorrow is not even clear now.
And in fact, the tomorrow is not even sure it's going to come.
Not clear.
The tomorrow is not clear.
I remember when Goodluck was campaigning, you said something that you never seen a student. He said he was a lecturer, and I never seen a student come out and
I'll tell you again. I'll say it again. When he was campaigning, I would have expected that one of the students that he taught, maybe in 100 level, 200 level, would have said, it was my lecturer. Me, we never saw one on here. So, okay, I'm doubting that you. Maybe you were just in the Nasu or something. Maybe it was just in Nasu. Was in Nasu.
Maybe non-teaching.
Non-teaching academic staff.
Lecturer.
Or so anyway.
But Nigeria, anything goes in Nigeria.
Anything goes in Nigeria.
There's nothing new on that.
It is only in this country that you don't have to go to school. You can forge all the certificate from Toronto, from Canada and everything. And here you become a governor. Our uncle will give you kudos.
Because the way everything is just in political. You play politics education, you play politics with everything.
The security issue, man, they are playing politics with the security issue.
I don't understand.
Boko Haram is everywhere in our country, and some people are just making gains. Now, is that a country where you want people to say? I mean, you want us to say in a country where our lives are not safe? I'm asking you a question. See, Neko, do you know what makes it very funny is that, like we said, our religious leaders, they have a kids abroad. They have enough money. In fact, some of them are even buying private jet now. So they can fly out from their bedroom to US immediately when there's trouble.
Imagine a pastor that has, before you can get to his main building, you have to go through 4 gates. Yeah. I don't know why I don't understand.
We don't understand anymore. So we are asking you,
4 different entrances before you can get to the main building. Is this a
country to stay or to leave?
And let's say you have 100 members. I don't want to mention anyone, the pastor. Let's say you have 100 members. Hardly will you see 20 of the members that have a car. I don't understand.
Anyway, let's give another good reason. Now make you stay Nigeria.
The NEPA.
Oh no, this one will make you leave. This one will make you leave.
The NEPA.
That is NEPA is national electric.
Wait.
Let's divide NEPA. NEPA is National Electric Power Authority.
No, it's now Power Holding.
They are Power Holding Company of Nigeria, and the way they hold our power, they hold our power, they hold our life, they hold everything. They can hold.
That's the world sector in Nigeria for now, and they are from 4 naira. They are now collecting 9 naira per unit. Now, in a country where there's no light, and you are telling us that the future of tomorrow we should stay. If I'm a computer science and I need to do a lot of web hosting and there's no light, how do you do that? How do you want me to perform?
How do you want me to perform well? If I'm a musician and I need to react, maybe I use electronic piano, you need to plug something.
See, that's what, we would like to talk on and on, but I'm a Nigerian. I'm proud to say I'm a Nigerian. And this issue of good thinking, good nation. Or what's that?
Our sister's slogan.
What is rebranding Nigeria?
In fact,
rebranding Nigeria for us to stay in Nigeria, and your daughter got married to a foreigner.
She did a carnival wedding. See, we don't have a problem with you doing wedding, of course. Some of them are married, but you are rebranding Nigeria, and you keep wasting our funds.
Over 1.something billion naira that you use rebranding.
You are wasting our funds. You are doing rebranding. You are just printing papers.
Good thinking.
You printed papers. You gave money to some of your friends to eat, and you come to tell us that let's just think we are good. British they will check. Will go to British embassy. They will finish your life. They will just finish your life.
You can keep talking. Or you are tired of talking. We are going
to listen to us maybe second episode of this same topic. But we have a slogan that will say there is no Nigerian way of doing things. There is only a good way of doing things. We want to get a good nation. Let's do things right, and we will get a good nation. So thank you.
Let's talk Nigeria. I'm Luke
and I'm Ben. So until you meet us, bye bye. Take 5.